the first two episodes of Hawkeye debut on Disney Plus today. So I'm going to share my thoughts on the first two episodes of Hawkeye. So this is my take on the first two episodes. Hi, my name is Nathan, and I talk about a bunch of movies and shows a lot on my channel. And if you're new here, down below in the comment section, share what you thought of Hawkeye episode 1 and 2. And let me know what you think of the show, what the show will be following this first third of the season. And recommend what videos I should do down below in the comment section. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing, and I'm going to start talking right now. So let's get started with the good. And for me, these first two episodes of the show, it's a nice change of pace for the MCU because it's more lighthearted than any of the other Disney Plus shows. Like, WandaVision is about Wanda lost her robot boyfriend, so she's trying to bring him back. And Falcon and the Winter Soldier about these terrorists, and Loki about being kidnapped by the time variant of authority. And that is not lighthearted like this show. This show is a lighthearted show, and it takes the Hawkeye character to new places where it makes sense to take him there. Like, you have these fun little bits like Rogers the Musical, and it shows the struggle that Hawkeye's coming with his life after Black Widow's death. So that was a really fun bit there. Also, let's also talk about our characters. Obviously, we have Jeremy Renner as Hawkeye, who he is our returning Avenger in the show, and I think that he did great in the show. Like, he's trying to celebrate Christmas with his family while also being an Avenger and saving the world and all that stuff. So that is very cool. Then you also have, obviously, Haley Steinfeld as Kate Bishop, who is just a very fun character. She's very eager and naive to use her skills in the world, and she's kind of like this kind of Hawkeye sidekick, kind of a mini Hawkeye. And that might be a weird way to describe it, but it's just that she's very eager to use her skills, and she wants to use her skills in the world and help Hawkeye on what he's trying to do. And she's on the run right now. Also, we have our villain, this guy that I've never heard of, but he did great. Whoever he is, he did great. I want to see him in more stuff. He's kind of the villain of the show. He's Vera Farmiga's character's fiance in the show, and he has a goofy personality. He's blurting out his dialogue. He's a wacky guy, but you know that he has something to do with a murder. Something bad is going to happen, and he is part of it. So then, like, it has this sense of danger and that something is happening to this character. And add to the mix, back to Hawkeye, who is trying to cope with the loss of his friend, and he's trying to help his family for Christmas and all. But then secretly, he's also Ronin the Vigilante, who has killed a bunch of people in Avengers Endgame. So while everybody's praising him as Hawkeye, he's trying to hide himself as Ronin. And that's the struggle in his life. So then I think that that's a great way to take the character and stuff like that. And it's just a great change of pace for the MCU. From there, let's move on to the bed. For me, I think this show is great so far, but for the first third of the season, I think that Hawkeye isn't really the most interesting character in his own show. The most interesting character in the show is Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop is the eager, naive, charismatic person throughout the entirety of these first two episodes. So she's really the one that takes the lead in the show. Like, and this has happened before in the MCU. Like Black Widow, like it was Alexei, Red Guardian, and Yelena. Those were the characters that stood out to me in the film Black Widow. And Black Widow is sort of like this side character in her own movie. Same goes for Hawkeye. He's like this side character because most of it focuses on Kate Bishop. Kate Bishop has so far had more screen time than Hawkeye. So I feel that Hawkeye should have more screen time, considering there's a struggle in his life. He's trying to cope with loss and everything. But then they put Kate Bishop in front center. Now, I like Kate Bishop, the character in the show so far. But it just feels a little weird that Hawkeye is kind of a side character in his own show. Like Black Widow is a side character in her own movie. So, I still enjoy the show. But then, like, I'm sure Hawkeye should have been front and center. So that is my review for Hawkeye episodes 1 and 2. Down below in the comment section, share what you thought of Hawkeye's episodes 1 and 2. And let me know what your expectations for the rest of the show. And also, I will be doing other Hawkeye reviews if I have time. And I think that this is a very interesting show as well. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up. Consider subscribing. Like I said, I will be doing more Hawkeye reviews when the next episode releases, and I will see you guys in the next one.